For this presentation today, we're going to be talking about Chuck Close. Chuck Close, his style is photorealism. Photorealism. Now, what you are looking at is not a photograph. It is an actual drawing. He used a grid system to create these. These aren't very small. These were actually pretty large. If we look, this is about the size of his drawings. And yes, as you can see, the height of that. He did many different aspects. This one was in color. Now, when we actually look at this, he didn't actually paint this on. What he did was, if you guys know how a printer works, a printer has 3 cartridges. It goes in cyan, magenta, and yellow, and then also has black. What he actually did was take one pass of magenta, and he would figure out the percentage of magenta that he would need for every square inch, and he would apply that percentage of magenta. Say it's 15%, 20%, and when you're trying to combine and make any type of color, those printers figure out a percentage for each color, as well as black. And what he did was he figured that out for every little part of this painting. So what he actually did was one pass of magenta, then he did one pass of cyan, one pass of yellow, and then a pass of black. And this is the result after just 4 passes of airbrushing. Now it's pretty cool and amazing. What happened was he actually was diagnosed with a disease that did not allow him to move. And he basically was bedridden. He lost a lot of his movement in his lower body. And he took a cue from one of the artists we've already studied. If you guys can remember Matisse. Matisse was the artist who basically told his assistants to cut out shapes. And he arranged those shapes on pieces of paper. He kind of took a cue from Matisse. And what he did was he attached a paintbrush to his arm and used his whole arm to paint these mini circles. And what we have is more of an abstract drawing, and painting I should say, but it still is very realistic. You can tell who the person is. It has very specific characteristics. Again, this is Chuck Close. I'll allow you guys to write this down. Chuck Close. And here is his final drawings. Photorealism. Photorealism.